Strange things would happen. Not all the time though. The very first memory I had was when my dog died of old age. I remember feeling her jump onto the bed. I wasn't scared. I always felt comfortable. I felt safe in the house, if that makes sense. Also, when I was a kid, I was awoken by a strange light from outside. We didn't have any fog lights, or the neighbours didn't have any fog lights in the back garden, or anything like that. The only way I can describe it is the science fiction films, where the UFO comes down, it lights up the whole place. It's that bright that you can't even see anything in front of you. I know what you're thinking, I'm just strange. But it's known around here for UFOs and stuff. But that was the first and last time I ever saw them lights. I'm 8 at this point. I woke up, something disturbed me. And in my room I had a small lamp that was on. I seen a figure next to my bed. It was a very tall, skinny man with dark hair. He had an old-fashioned suit on. And also a little boy next to him wearing similar clothes. They didn't say anything to me or move. I was frozen with fear. I can't remember anything after that. I didn't recognise them at all, and I never seen them again. My dad seen my brother once in his bedroom. He told me it was a glowing light, looked like an angel. I was about 10 at the time. Fast forward a bit now. My friends have witnessed strange things. One of my friends thought she seen me going into my room, but it wasn't me. There was nothing there. I thought she was just messing about. But my ex said she's seen someone walking around the house too. Years later, now me and my ex were going through a rough patch and some dark times. We ended up losing twins, and shortly after that we started hearing babies cry in the early hours. This happened on and off for about a month or two. It was so upsetting, I will never forget that. This happened a year or so later. My ex was pregnant and we was in the bedroom sorting all the baby stuff, getting ready for the little man to arrive, when all of a sudden the door handle was pulled down and the door began to open slowly, like someone was about to pop their head around the door. So I looked and there was nothing there. I thought it was my dad at the time, but he was still downstairs. Plus I never heard anyone come up the stairs. When my little lad was 2 months old, he would always look in the same corner and start smiling. He did this all the time. That was just the first house. I've moved since then. The second house I moved into was more darker. I do have people to back me up on these. Just warning, if you do get scared easy, turn off now. What you have heard and about to hear is 100% real. If you don't believe, then this isn't for you. It started off when we first moved in, me, my ex and my son. My little man was about 5 months old at this point. Now the council told us that because the property hasn't been occupied for 2 years, when you put your heating on there will be a lot of sounds. But to me and my ex it sounded like an adult running up and down the stairs. This happened most of the time. I heard it when the heating was off. It calmed down when we put carpet down, but could still hear it. And before you say, I do know what footsteps sound like. One time, I seen a shadow of a man going up the stairs. My little lad was in bed at the time, so I ran after the shadow, but it just disappeared at the top of the stairs. Another time, we were sat on the sofa watching Paranormal Activity. When it finished, I got up to make a drink. As I turned the light on, the bulbs smashed all over the floor. There were new bulbs as well. I was outside at this time, waiting to cross the road. I happened to glance up at the window It was always, the bedroom was always lit up from the landing light, and the door was always open a bit. And I seen the same dark shadow near my son's cot. There was always a presence in the house. When I was having a bath, it felt like someone would be in the room with me. I could never shift the feeling of someone being there. I woke in the middle of the night and I turned over to check on my son when I seen a man leaning over the cot. He was wearing what looked like a Victorian plague mask. I mentioned that I seen a strange thing to my ex, and she told me that she seen a man with a pointed mask thing leaning over the cot a few weeks before and forgot to tell me about it. But she described him to me and it was the same person that we both seen. Christmas time, I put the decorations up and had the decorations dangling from the ceiling. They'd start spinning and stop and then spin the other way. It's like somebody had grabbed it and spun it themselves. That's how I can describe it. This happened every year. Shortly after this we moved out. I do have other stories for you, but that's a whole different video. Hi guys, Miss Nighttow here, and I hope you enjoyed that video. The person that gave it to me is a very, very, very close friend of mine, so I know that it is 100% real. The stories are basically based over about 20 years of his life. And yeah, what's your views on it? What do you think about the tall man and stuff like that? It's just pretty creepy. If you did enjoy it, give us your thumbs up. Also share with all your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Become a Miss Night Terror family member. That'd be absolutely awesome. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.